Hello, my sweet friend. I want you to take a deep breath right now. Slowly, gently. Breathe in calm. Breathe out any tension. Just for this moment, allow yourself to relax. I know the weight money problems can carry. I know what it feels like to look at bills, to feel your chest tighten, to feel uncertain about the future. You may have been told that money doesn't grow on trees, that life is a constant struggle, that you always have to hustle just to survive. And maybe part of you has believed that story for far too long. But today, I want to gently offer you a new story, one that brings peace, not pressure. A story that reminds you that you were never meant to live in fear. You were meant to live in flow. Financial problems are not just about numbers. They are also about feelings. Fear, shame, guilt, and sometimes anger. These emotions create tension in the body, and that tension blocks the natural flow of abundance that wants to reach you. When we feel unworthy, when we tell ourselves that we're bad with money, or that we'll never have enough, we build invisible walls around us. These thoughts become like closed doors, shutting out the blessings the universe is trying to give. So right now, I invite you to breathe in this phrase with me. I am open to the flow of divine financial blessings. Say it slowly, lovingly. Let the words rest in your heart. Say it again and again. Let the repetition soften your fear and build your trust. This phrase is more than words. It's an invitation to shift your energy. When you say it with faith, even a little bit of faith, something inside you begins to change. There's something special about the number 222. Spiritually, it reminds us that we are in alignment with divine timing, that everything is coming together, even when we can't see it yet. It whispers, keep going. Trust the process. Balance is being restored. So when you feel like you're running out of options, when you feel lost or uncertain, remember this number and what it means. It is not a coincidence that you're hearing this message today. The universe brought you here because your soul is ready. You are ready to shift. You are ready to heal. You are ready to receive. Your breath is your power. It brings you back into the present moment, where your mind can be still and your heart can be heard. You don't have to figure everything out today. You don't need a perfect financial plan this minute. You just need to be willing to release fear, willing to believe that maybe, just maybe, something better is on its way. And it is. Even now, behind the scenes, your energy is attracting new solutions, unexpected help, peaceful answers. Every breath you take in trust is a step toward those blessings. Keep breathing, my dear. Keep repeating, I am open to the flow of divine financial blessings. This is your new beginning. You are not alone, and you never were. Sometimes the deepest financial struggles don't begin in the bank. They begin in the mind. Long before we worry about how to pay the bills or make ends meet, we carry hidden beliefs about money that shape the way we live. These beliefs are often handed down from parents, teachers, or the culture around us. Maybe you were told as a child that money is hard to come by, or that rich people are greedy, or that asking for more is selfish. Maybe you watched your family fight over money, and deep down, you now associate wealth with stress or pain. These early experiences create silent stories in your mind, and these stories, left unchallenged, turn into lifelong patterns. But there is something so powerful about becoming aware. Awareness is the first step to freedom. Once you notice the old story running in your mind, You have the choice to rewrite it. You can ask yourself, is this thought loving? Is this belief supporting me or keeping me stuck? The truth is, money is simply energy. It flows where it is welcomed, where it is respected, where it is appreciated. If your inner dialogue is filled with fear, resentment, or self-doubt, that energy creates resistance. But if your thoughts are open, loving, and trusting, the energy begins to flow more freely. Start gently shifting your thoughts with this affirmation. I release the past. I am willing to see money differently. Say it often. Say it when you feel stressed. Say it when you pay a bill. Say it when you catch yourself thinking, I can't afford that. You don't need to force yourself to believe something that feels fake. Just be willing. Willingness opens the door to miracles. Imagine your beliefs about money as a garden. Some of the plants are healthy and life-giving. Others are weeds that choke out abundance. Each time you speak a loving affirmation, you pull out a weed. Each time you thank money instead of fearing it, you water a new flower. It's okay if this feels unfamiliar at first. You are not doing this alone. You are supported by life, by love, by a universe that wants to see you thrive. Take a moment to reflect on the thoughts you inherited. You might even want to write them down. What did your parents believe about money? What did you hear growing up? Are those beliefs serving you now? You have permission to let go of what no longer fits. Just like outgrowing clothes, you can outgrow thoughts. And when you do, you make space for something much better. Your inner dialogue is powerful. Speak to yourself kindly. Speak to your finances with love. Let your words become seeds of change. Each time you say, I release the past, you give yourself the gift of freedom. And when you add, I am willing to see money differently, you give yourself hope. Keep planting those words in your heart. They will grow. And with time, you will see your outer world reflect the healing that's happening within. Every thought we think has power. Each one is like a small seed planted in the soil of our lives. Some seeds grow into flowers. Others grow into weeds. When it comes to money, our thoughts are like currency. They shape what we give, what we receive, and what we believe we deserve. When we think thoughts of lack, we begin to live in lack. When we repeat ideas like, I never have enough, money is always a struggle, or I can't afford anything good, we create a mental and emotional atmosphere that mirrors those beliefs. Our thoughts are not just private whispers. They are instructions to the universe, and the universe listens. What we think affects how we feel, and how we feel affects what we attract. If we are constantly worried, we may notice tension in the body, tight shoulders, clenched jaw, trouble sleeping. These are signals from the body asking us to slow down, to listen, and to choose a gentler path. When we begin to think more loving thoughts, the body responds. The heart rate slows, the breath deepens, the mind becomes clearer. This is the power of the mind-body connection. You are not just thinking your way into peace. You are creating it within your cells. This is why mirror work can be so healing. When you look into your own eyes and speak words of love and truth, something inside begins to shift. It may feel awkward at first, but stay with it. Look into the mirror and say, every thought I think is creating my future income. Let that truth settle in. Feel it gently reminding you that you are not powerless. You are a creator. You get to choose thoughts that support your abundance. You get to invite in a new experience. Be mindful of the words you use, even in small conversations. Notice if you say things like, "I'm broke," or "I'll never catch up." These words are habits, not truths. Replace them with affirmations. You might say, "I am learning to manage money with ease," or "Abundance is finding me now." These thoughts are like sunlight breaking through a cloudy sky. They warm the soul. They inspire hope. They open new doors. Let yourself be patient. You've had some of these thoughts for years, maybe even decades. Shifting them won't happen overnight, but it will happen. Speak to yourself with kindness. Catch the old thoughts when they appear and gently guide them towards something new. You are not being punished. You are being invited to create a life that feels safe, supported, and free. Your thoughts are tools. Use them well. Build a life that matches the love you are learning to give yourself. Speak love into your finances. Speak peace into your future. Let your mind become the garden where abundance grows. Shame, guilt, and fear are heavy feelings, especially when they are wrapped around money. Many people carry deep emotional wounds tied to their finances, and often they don't even realize it. Maybe you made a mistake with money in the past, or maybe you feel embarrassed by your financial situation. Maybe you've borrowed money and couldn't pay it back, or you've lived paycheck to paycheck for so long that you feel stuck in a cycle. These feelings can become quiet but powerful chains, keeping you tied to patterns you want so badly to escape. But I want you to hear this clearly. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not broken, and you are not bad with money. You are learning, you are healing, and you are growing. Right now, you are doing the best you can, and that is enough. One of the most powerful things you can do is forgive yourself. Not just once, but again and again, until the shame loses its grip. When you forgive, you are not saying that everything was perfect. You are simply saying, "I deserve to move forward." Forgiveness is not about letting others off the hook or pretending the pain didn't happen. It's about choosing peace over punishment. When you carry guilt, it eats away at your self-worth. It tells you that you don't deserve better. But that is not true. You were born deserving of joy, comfort, and freedom. Repeat this with me. I forgive myself for all financial mistakes. I now choose peace. Let those words soften your heart. Say it gently, like you would speak to a beloved friend. You don't have to carry the weight of regret any longer. You are allowed to start again. In fact, every breath you take is a fresh beginning. Try a small journaling practice. Write a letter to yourself from a place of deep love and understanding. Tell yourself all the things you wish someone had said to you when you were struggling. Remind yourself that every experience taught you something valuable. Every wrong turn gave you a deeper understanding. You are wiser now, more compassionate, more aware. And that awareness is a gift. Guilt and fear often make us feel small, but when we choose forgiveness, we begin to stand taller. We begin to trust again. We begin to feel safe in our own lives. That's when abundance can start to move. Because abundance flows where there is love, not where there is fear. When you love yourself enough to let go of blame, you make room for miracles. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be willing to try a different way. And you are. You're here, listening, breathing, and opening your heart. Keep going. Say it once more. I forgive myself for all financial mistakes. I now choose peace. This is your healing. This is your freedom. There is something truly special about trusting the unseen. So many of us have been taught to only believe what we can touch, count, or measure. But the greatest shifts in life begin in the invisible places, in faith, in belief, in the quiet willingness to try something new. The number 222 is one of those soft nudges from the universe. It appears when balance is being restored, even if you can't see it just yet. It's a reminder that everything is unfolding with purpose. It says, don't give up. Your path is being guided. This number shows up when you are ready to align with something greater than fear, something wiser, deeper, and full of love. Trusting the universe isn't about ignoring challenges. It's about believing that you are not facing them alone. Even when things seem uncertain, even when your finances don't yet reflect the abundance you desire, you are still being supported. Life is always working with you, not against you. When you remember this, you can breathe a little easier. You can take inspired action without panic. You can make decisions from a place of faith instead of fear. Let's say this together. I trust that the universe always provides for me. Feel the calm in that truth. Let it settle into your heart like a warm blanket. When you wake up in the morning and don't know how things will come together, whisper that phrase. When you're feeling overwhelmed, say it slowly, with love. These words are not just sounds. They are signals to your soul, reminders that you are safe and cared for. Try a small breathing exercise. Inhale deeply and imagine you're breathing in trust. Exhale gently and release any fear. Again, breathe in trust, breathe out fear. Do this anytime during the day when anxiety creeps in. Each breath creates space for peace. Each breath is a choice to believe that something beautiful is on its way. The energy of 222 is soft but strong. It calls for balance between work and rest, giving and receiving, doing and being. When you align with this energy, you stop pushing and start allowing. You become a magnet for miracles instead of a chaser of outcomes. You live in flow. You allow money, ideas, and opportunities to come to you naturally, without force. This is not fantasy, it's spiritual alignment, and it begins in the quiet places of your heart. Every time you choose trust over worry, you raise your vibration. You move from fear to faith, from tension to ease. And when your energy shifts, everything around you begins to shift too. The right people appear, the right doors open, solutions show up. Not because you chased them down, but because you became aligned with them. Say it again. I trust that the universe always provides for me. And know deep down that it's already happening. There is great power in the simple things we do every day. We often search for big breakthroughs, dramatic changes, or lucky breaks, but true transformation begins in the small, gentle moments. One of the most loving things you can do for yourself is to create daily rituals that invite prosperity into your life. These don't need to be complicated or time-consuming. They just need to be done with care, attention, and a spirit of love. When we treat money and abundance as something sacred, the energy around it begins to change. Start your mornings with gratitude. Before you even get out of bed, take a moment to say, "Thank you, life. Thank you for this day. Thank you for what is already on its way." Gratitude is a magnet for more blessings. When you are grateful for even the smallest thing, a roof over your head, food in your kitchen, a kind word, you send out a message that you are ready to receive more. The universe responds to that energy with generosity. Another beautiful practice is mirror work. Stand in front of a mirror each day. Look into your own eyes and say with kindness, I live in a loving universe and I am financially supported. Say it even if it feels strange at first. The more you say it, the more real it becomes. You are reprogramming your mind to expect love and support instead of fear and struggle. Over time, this shifts your entire vibration. You can also create a small sacred space in your home, a place where you keep symbols of abundance. This might be a candle, a few coins, a journal, or a photo that reminds you of prosperity. Light a candle there in the morning and say your affirmations. This is not about superstition. It's about focusing your energy and building a loving relationship with the flow of money. Keep a notebook of financial blessings. Write down every gift, every unexpected check, every kind gesture, no matter how small. When you keep track of abundance, you notice just how supported you are. You stop feeling like you're barely getting by and start feeling like you're being cared for. Say this affirmation with me now. I live in a loving universe and I am financially supported. Let it feel true. Let it grow inside you like a seed. Repeat it throughout your day, especially when doubts come up. Let it be your anchor in moments of fear. Small actions, done with love, create powerful change. Every time you show up for yourself in these simple ways, you are telling the universe, I believe I am worth it. And you are. You are so very worth it. These daily rituals are not about controlling the outcome. They are about aligning your heart with the truth that abundance is already yours. Keep going, keep showing up, and keep loving yourself through the process. The shift is already happening. The words we speak carry more power than we realize. They are not just sound, they are signals. Every time you speak about your financial life, you are either building a bridge toward abundance or putting up a wall. Many people speak about money from a place of lack without even noticing it. Phrases like, I can't afford that, money doesn't grow on trees, or I'm always broke, come out of their mouths like second nature. But these words become affirmations in disguise. They reinforce the exact circumstances they're trying to escape. When we speak scarcity, we live scarcity. You don't have to be perfect, but you can be aware. You can choose to speak from faith instead of fear. You can speak in a language of abundance, even if your current reality hasn't caught up yet. That's how change begins. Say this with me now. Money flows to me easily, frequently, and joyfully. Say it again. Let it roll off your tongue with ease. It may feel like a stretch at first, but with time, it will become your new normal. This affirmation is not about pretending. It's about aligning. It's about choosing to focus on what you desire instead of what you fear. The way you talk about your money shows the world how you expect to be treated by it. Would you talk to a friend by saying, you never show up when I need you, or you're always running away? Probably not. Yet many people speak to money that way every day. They scold it, resent it, or beg it to stay. But what if you treated money like a respected guest? What if you welcomed it with kindness? That shift alone can open up new doors. During your day, notice your money talk. Catch yourself when the old phrases come up. Pause and gently replace them. Instead of saying, I'm broke, You could say, I'm learning how to manage money better every day. Instead of saying, I can't afford it, you could say, that's not a priority for me right now, but I'm open to more. These changes may seem small, but they make a big difference in how you feel and what you attract. You can even place sticky notes around your home with kind, abundant words. Put one on your mirror that says, I am financially blessed. Put one by your bed that says, wealth is coming to me now. Let your whole environment echo the truth you want to live. Surround yourself with words that feel rich in hope, in possibility, in love. Affirmations are your friends. They are not magic spells, but they are powerful tools. Speak them when you wake up. Speak them when you pay bills. Speak them when you're standing in line at the grocery store. Let every word be a whisper of faith. You are changing your language, and in doing so, you are changing your life. Money is not your enemy. Money is not something to fear, chase, or resent. Money is energy, just like love, kindness, or creativity. It wants to flow. It wants to support you. And when you build a healthy relationship with it, everything starts to shift. Think of money as a friend who wants to help you, but only if you invite it in with warmth and respect. Many people have been taught that money is the root of all evil, or that wanting more is selfish. But this isn't true. Money simply reflects the energy we bring to it. When you approach it with fear, it feels heavy. When you approach it with love, it feels light. You are allowed to have a loving, supportive, joyful relationship with money. You are allowed to feel good about receiving. Say it with me now. Money loves me. I respect and welcome it into my life. Let's try a little visualization together. Imagine money as a wise, kind companion who always wants the best for you. Imagine it gently holding your hand, guiding you, helping you live a life of freedom and peace. This is not fantasy. This is the energy you can choose. You don't have to chase or beg. You simply have to welcome. Respect and gratitude create flow. When you pay a bill, instead of feeling tight or afraid, say, thank you, money, for helping me take care of this. When you receive money, no matter how small, pause and say, thank you, life. Thank you for this gift. These words create a cycle of giving and receiving that builds trust, not just with money, but with yourself and with the universe. Your relationship with money reflects your relationship with yourself. If you feel unworthy, you'll often feel that money avoids you. If you feel ashamed, you might feel that you never have enough. But when you know your worth, when you feel safe and open, money will mirror that back. So treat money the way you would treat something precious. Speak to it kindly. Handle it with care. Honor its presence in your life. Let money be a reflection of love, not fear. Let it be a tool you use to express joy, to support others, to live freely. This is not about greed. This is about balance. When you feel supported, you become more generous. When you feel free, you help others feel free too. So breathe in love, breathe out fear. Say once more, money loves me. I respect and welcome it into my life. That's the beginning of a beautiful partnership. Our beliefs are powerful, but many of them live in the background of our minds. They show up as habits, reactions, and quiet thoughts we barely notice. When it comes to money, the beliefs hiding in our subconscious shape what we think we deserve and what we believe is possible. If you grew up hearing that rich people are greedy or that there's never enough to go around, those ideas may still be affecting your financial life today. But just as those beliefs were learned, they can also be unlearned. You have the ability to reprogram your mind and plant new seeds. One of the most loving ways to begin this shift is through affirmation looping. That means choosing a powerful truth and repeating it often, morning, noon, and night. Especially before sleep, when the subconscious mind is most open. Say this with me now. I am safe to be rich, happy, and fulfilled. Say it again. Let it sink in. Let it become more familiar than the fear. Let it feel like a soft, warm blanket wrapping around your nervous system, calming you, encouraging you. You may not feel that it's true yet, and that's okay. Beliefs don't shift in one day, but with gentle repetition, the old ones begin to fade and new ones begin to grow. Use your affirmations when you brush your teeth, when you go for a walk, or when you sit quietly. Speak them out loud or silently. The key is consistency and love. You can also write your affirmations down each day in a journal. This act alone sends a message to your mind and to the universe that you are choosing a new path, that you are no longer willing to live under the weight of old programming, that you are ready for joy, for peace, for financial ease. At night, as you lie in bed, play a gentle recording of abundance affirmations. Let the words wash over you as you sleep. Let your subconscious soak in the message that you are worthy, supported, and loved. Even when you're not fully awake, the mind listens, and slowly it begins to believe. Changing your mindset is an act of deep self-love. It is not just about money. It is about knowing that you are good enough to receive every good thing life wants to give. Let this be your new foundation. Let every repetition of I am safe to be rich, happy, and fulfilled remind you of the truth. Your abundance is not something to earn. It is something to allow. You are ready now, ready to release what no longer serves, ready to rise, ready to live a life that matches the love in your heart. This is where the shift begins. You have walked through fear, through doubt, through limiting beliefs. You have looked gently at the stories you've carried and offered yourself compassion. You've spoken new words of hope, planted seeds of truth, and made space for abundance to find you. This is the path of healing. This is the journey back to yourself. Right now, I want you to breathe with me. A soft, loving breath. Inhale, trust. Exhale, resistance. Inhale, peace. Exhale, the past. Inhale, the truth that you are supported. Exhale any thought that says you are not enough. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to rush. All you need is the willingness to keep showing up for yourself, for your dreams, for the life that is unfolding before you. There is no timeline for transformation. There is only this moment, and in this moment, you are doing beautifully. Every step you've taken, no matter how small, is a step in the direction of freedom. You are clearing the path for financial blessings. You are allowing the universe to meet you halfway. You are choosing to believe that you deserve more than just survival. You deserve to thrive. Say this with me now. I deserve financial freedom. Abundance is my birthright. Let it settle deep into your being. Repeat it when you wake up. Repeat it when you feel afraid. Repeat it when something good happens. Let it be your anchor. Let it be your truth. You are not here by accident. This message found you because you were ready. Ready to receive, ready to heal, ready to remember who you are. You are powerful. You are worthy. You are loved. And your financial blessings are already on their way. Keep breathing. Keep believing. Keep speaking words that lift you higher. The journey is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Your new life is not somewhere far away. It's already beginning, right here, right now. You are safe. You are guided. And you are deeply, endlessly supported.